great at keeping up conversation,
Hmm.
so I don't know how good this
I've
podcast
gotten-
will be on my half.
Okay. I've gotten a lot better at talking since high school. I just talk about garbage now.
Well, that's what podcasts are.
Exactly.
Big up.
The soundbar is like.
I hope.
I ripped my finger off.
How'd that happen?
We were lifting up a wall, and it was
and it
really
pinched.
heavy, and we lifted up with the Skytrack, the big fork machine.
Yeah.
And we put the straps on it and the stuff, and we lifted up. And we have to push the two ends because the straps don't go all the way. That makes
Yeah.
sense. And my boss goes, "Oh, hold up 1 second." And there's a big old window. And I was like, "Oh, I need to see if he needs help." So I look out the window and I put my hand in the corner of the window, which is a 90-degree corner from the wall that we're lifting. And Cody, the guy that's right next to me, who's helping me lift the wall, "Let's go." And that half of the wall comes down. And my finger was like, and it ripped all of the skin off. And the skin was just dangling in the wind.
Ew.
It was disgusting.
Was that today?
No, that was Friday. And there was a lot of blood.
I remember the worst thing was when you hit yourself with like something and cut your hand and get dirt all in it.
Yeah. Like this.
Yeah, just like that. Okay. Did you do an introduction or anything?
No,
or-
I'm not sure how we're supposed to be starting this.
Okay. Well, I think we should keep that story in because that was pretty funny. Should we start out with a story? That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. And then intro. Story, then intro. It's different.
It's unique.
My thought was to crinkle some chips. Bags
That
of
would just
crisps.
upset me.
Yeah, Zach was trying to decide whether or not that was a good thing to do.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if that would make me want to stay and see what he has to say, or if it would make me leave right away.
What do you think would be better, chips or this?
Well, that's why I
Something
brought
like
it.
that. Oh, really?
I figured it would be better. I was gonna start slurping on it while one of you was telling a story.
I have a 12-pack of Pepsi in my car, and I was thinking about...
Oh, and
But I
doing
wasn't
the,
sure if that was
the
appropriate.
sip sound.
Yeah. I didn't think that was appropriate.
I don't know. Some people might be into it.
Yeah. Daniel is.
Yeah, Daniel's into it. All
I
right.
hate food eating.
Oh my
videos.
God,
I'm not
Emily
about that.
watches the ASMR videos where they slurp up the crab leg.
Mouth sounds.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You know, H3,
Yeah.
right? Okay, he did a video reacting to one of those channels. I watched it, and no joke, I had to pause it because I thought I was going to throw up. I was like, I'm actually going to throw
crab
up right
leg
now.
one?
Yeah. And dipping it in this sauce, and their hand is going into it.
Oh.
Like, oh my God. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not about that.
Okay,
I
so
like the tapping.
let's get this show on the road. So who's introducing?
What are we introducing? The dig zone.
The dig zone.
First time we said the name.
With Dr. Dorden, bus driver. Come on in.
I don't know that reference.
There's an app on your like a game on your phone. You can drive a bus around.
Oh yeah.
It's just a garbage, horrible game, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you played it all through Spanish.
Mhm.
Did you actually pass a Spanish class?
I think I did.
Because I know I didn't pass any of them. The one I actually remember, I spilt my pen ink and I mopped it over the final exam.
And we were separated from tables because she knew we'd cheat.
Yeah.
And we're like separated from these two tables. And Zach looks at me and he goes, "Help!" It's like, what do you want me to do? It was so funny.
Oh my gosh.
There's
that was
black
great.
ink everywhere on a table like this, like a really light
Yeah,
table.
the classic school table. Remember we just sit there in Spanish and not do anything, and like, didn't you punch a ladybug or something?
No, that was a different class.
Oh, was it?
That was freshman. It was the fist guillotine.
Yeah.
Remember? And that we were like racing this ladybug around, and Nick made me feel horrible about it because the
That was so
ladybug was
funny.
missing a leg. And if you drew on the paper, the ladybug would walk around it.
Yeah.
So it was like I was making a racetrack. It was a stupid joke.
And
then I was like, well, should I just kill it, get out of its misery? And Nick was like, well, it's up to you.
you just punched it like,
it
as hard
exploded.
as you could.
All right.
Felt so bad. Still kind of feel bad.
Oh, that was great.
Whoa. Oh, you got a bird.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I bet the bird eating stuff would be a good...
Oh, ASMR.
Yeah.
Just listening to it dig through its food.
Do you have a name for it yet, the podcast?
The dig zone. That's the best we could come up with for now. Can you
What do you
hear?
mean for now? Then?
Well, like in the time we came up with it
We came up with a lot of ideas.
Can
A
you
lot
hear
of them
my
were
fan?
taken, though.
from my computer.
I don't think so.
Okay.
So the story.
Yeah. Do you want to get to that first, or?
Sure.
Okay. So
I don't remember anything about this story.
I barely remember anything. What I remember science class. I think we were probably the worst students you could be in science. Remember, it was me, you, and Jackson and Josh, and there might have been some other people, but we just talk at the table and completely ignore, what was her name? Mrs. James?
Yeah, Miss James.
Yeah, she was English, like she was from England, and she'd yell at us, and we wouldn't listen to her. I feel kind of bad now
I know,
that
me
I'm
too.
thinking about it. I remember one time remember we had the vocab every week, and we were just had a phone out looking up the answers,
Yeah.
and she separated us, and I remember Jackson kept playing the Tourette's guy soundboard out loud, and she got so mad that she left. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that, but I believe it.
I feel so bad.
She just didn't know how to be a teacher.
Yeah, no, I don't think she was very good. But we had the catalyst things. Remember, every day we'd come in and do
It
them.
was like 10 points or something.
Yeah, and
Oh,
we didn't.
no, I know what you're talking about.
We
Yeah.
didn't do them. It would be like the questions, and we'd have to answer it,
Mhm.
and we'd turn it in. So that's what it started as, and then
Did she provide the questions?
yeah, it was up
It was on the board like
yeah.
every morning.
And then I don't know why we started, but it starts off as each person writes one word. So the first half doesn't make any sense at all. Or no, not the first half. Maybe the first paragraph. It's not very formatted. I remember that that picture because Jordan
What was
knows how to
that?
draw, so he drew. Well, I think that's you, isn't it? Doesn't Brett Raymer fight you because you said you like Blackville Brides?
What?
I don't know what that is.
It's
That's
a band.
that's the picture.
What's going on there?
Yeah, so that's what it started as, and then we turned it into a story. Did you want to start it?
Oh, sure.
Because you have a better reading voice than I do, probably.
Let's see if I can read it. All the words are in different...
Inks?
Yeah.
I think one's in pencil.
I think the pencil was me.
Yeah.
I think
yeah,
red is, or black is you.
yeah,
and
I
then
know that's my writing. That
blue.
dumb jerk is me.
Okay. Jordan is such a dumb jerk because the cat owns one sock of gold. Also, Jordan lives in a third world of poop.
You can tell how it's going to be already.
It's great. Quote, he lied because it actually was not. Amazing. I hate Zach because he kicks
Oompa Loompas. I
Oh,
remember
thank you.
that part.
he kicks Oompa Loompas. JK lol. Zach is way cooler than me. FM what? A jerk.
I'm.
Oh.
Was that your handle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a jerk, said Jordan. Well, I guess Jordan was high as fuck when he said that because I fucking hate Zach. Quote, well, that escalated quickly. Morgan Freeman said as he threw children into a vat of lava. Wow. But it was actually Joe Tedeye who then beat the shit out of Jordan.
Who's Joe?
Joe Tedeye was, there was a show called Dual Survival that I used to love, as me and Jordan used to watch it in high school, and he was just one of the guys on there.
In all caps. Oh yeah, bitch. I'll fucking kill Joe Tedeye. That bitch. Said the very confident Jordan McGahee. Then Josh punched Jordan in the balls. Next page. And ripped out his livers. And little did Jordan know that Joe Tedeye can't die. So, as Josh was killing Jordan, Joe Tedeye killed both of them with his...
I remember that was the knife model that he made.
Oh, okay.
He designed. I don't know. I don't remember.
Something Z7.
Yeah.
Then threw them off a building. Then Joe Tedeye and Zach went fishing with Jeremy Wade.
That's cool.
That's actually
That sounds like a good time.
Yeah. The next day, Jordan was resurrected and came back to life. Jordan is a... I don't know, something with a K?
Is it a cannibal? I think that's what you meant to write.
I hope so. He ate... Yeah, he is. He ate Joe and Zach. Left Jeremy to hang out with.
Nice.
And left Jeremy to hang out with. Josh struck a deal with Satan and possessed Jeremy and had him make Jordan kiss Joe. Kiss Joe's dead corpse on the he had pooped out. Jeremy Wade then killed Jordan with a rusty fish hook, then pulled Zach out of Jordan. Zach was still alive. Then Zach and Jeremy and Joe Tedeye took turns kicking dead Jordan. They had casted him into Mount Doom for Saruman?
Sauron, I'm guessing, from
Yeah,
the Lord
probably.
of the Rings.
I think this is Jackson's rating. Then a portal to
yeah.
hell opened, and handsome Squidward came through, kidnapped Zach and Josh, took them to handsome his dungeon of love. I remember that.
I remember that too. That was one of the best things I've ever read.
Satan then saw Jordan in hell with a Nile shirt on, which is a band, and said, it's been a while.
What's it say?
It says that. It's in the Futhark.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. I remember you used to write...
P-O-L-O-G-I. Oh, apologies.
Yeah, you used to write in that all the time.
Might Jordan and God damn it. Oh, okay. It translates. How nice am I? My apologies. Mighty Jordan, you are welcome on earth. End quote. Thank you, Lord Satan, said Jordan as he rose to the earth. You can read the rest.
All
I
right.
stopped there.
As he rose to the earth,
Popcorning us.
Yeah.
but he was lying. Meanwhile, in Squidward's dungeon of love, Zach and Josh were chained up, and handsome Squidward walked back and forth, deciding who he should rape first.
Oh, man.
He chose Josh. I remember writing that in Spanish.
Well, yeah, I went through classes. I remember.
Yeah, I think we did it throughout the whole day. He chose Josh. He took him into his room. Joe Tedeye and Jeremy Wade snuck into the dungeon, and they unchained Zach. "Where's Josh?" asked Jeremy Wade. "Gone," said Zach. Handsome Squidward heard talking and came out of the room. He saw Joe, Jeremy, and Zach standing there. Both Joe Tedeye and Jeremy Wade ran at Squidward. Joe ran at Handsome Squidward, but Handsome Squidward was fast, so he used his sexy tentacles of love to sensually bitch slap Joe. Meanwhile, on the planet, I think that's something from Dragon Ball Z, isn't it?
I have no idea.
I think that says Krillin and Goku.
Okay.
Or
Gohan, I think.
Gohan and Goku find all the Dragon Balls and summon that.
Shenron.
Yeah, and wish Jordan back to life. Jordan gets resurrected in Squidward's dungeon. He sees Josh get brutally penetrated and begins to burst into tears. Oh my god.
This is not for children.
Now, while Joe, Jeremy, and Zach were fighting Squidward, Joe cut off one tentacle and ate it. Joe, Jeremy, and Zach started to laugh. Handsome Squidward yelled, "This ends now." He ran at them. They ran out of the dungeon room. They started to run across a stone bridge over a 1,000,000-mile down pit. Zach, Joe, and Jeremy were halfway across when Squidward grabbed Joe's legs. He fell. Out of nowhere, Brett Raymer, remember from Tang?
Oh, yeah.
Brett Raymer stood between Joe and Squidward. Joe got up and regrouped with Zach and Jeremy at the end of the bridge. "You think you can stop me?" said Squidward as he ran at Brett. "You shall not pass!" Brett yelled as he stabbed his staff into the rock bridge. It crumbled underneath Squidward's feet. He fell. As Brett turned to walk away, Squidward grabbed his legs. He was now hanging off the bridge. He looked at Zach, Joe, and Jeremy and said, "Fly, you fools." Then he fell off the bridge. "Brett!" yelled Joe. Zach and Jeremy had to hold him back and pull him out of the cave. Then, do you remember Jermaine?
Yeah.
I remember he came in. He wasn't supposed to be in the classroom at all. And he wrote this part that didn't make any sense. Or was this the part? Or was it later? Yeah. He comes in and he says there's like some warrior lady named Tiffany or something. You're like, okay. Or is this the part? I can't read Jackson's handwriting.
No, me neither.
I just remember this part. Something has to do with Kanye West and a helicopter.
Okay.
But it doesn't add anything to the story, if I remember right. And I can't read it. So, meanwhile, in the Dungeon of Love, Jordan and Josh let go from holding each other and walk out. They eventually cross paths with handsome Squidward, and Squidward says, "Well, looky what we've got here, my little pets." He says, circling them, you changed it to be us. Like, you're in it now. This is first person now. As soon as Brett comes, he'll kick your butt, said Jordan. "Haha, you petty humans, Brett is gone for good." Squidward started bleeding through his shirt. Then his mouth and fell on his knees. And then his face, revealing that revealing Brett with a sniper rifle. Brett, says Jordan. Hey kids, says Brett as they hug. I remember I added this because Josh wasn't going to be in our next class. Brett then stabs Josh in the back. Why, Brett? Why? Jordan said sadly. He was a bad guy. Brett said, winking. While Zach, Joe, and Jeremy were on their long trek through the mountains to get to the king to tell him that handsome Squidward is back with an army, not knowing that Brett had slayed him, out of nowhere, Les Stroud popped out from behind a rock. It scared the shit out of Joe. And so he pulled a gun out and shot him. What? Les was wearing a bulletproof vest. You frightened me, said Joe. Why did I even add that? Let's join them on their trek. Oh, this is the part where Jermaine adds. He says, then comes the great warrior named Tiffany with, and then it's stars, 4 stars, the size of mountains, holding a 60-foot-long sniper. She shot Joe in the face, shooting off his ear. And then I just read that, and I was like, what? So I put, but not really.
Right underneath it.
What? Yeah, but not really. Both Brett and Jordan tried to catch up with the group, but they moved too fast. What kind of music do you listen to? You should say it in your...
Fucking metal.
I was hoping you were going to yell it like you used to at school. Jordan grinned and blushed. I love Black Veil Bride.
Duh. Who wrote that?
You.
Black Veil Bride is like the Nickelback of metal.
Yeah,
Thanks
no
for
one
that
no one
information.
likes it.
I'm not familiar. What is so funny?
Do you want to read the next part?
I'll try. You guys
Fine.
have been struggling. Where are we?
Oh my goodness.
Fucking metal.
Yeah.
Jordan grinned and blushed.
Yeah.
I love Black Veil Brides. Brett stopped. What did you say? Does that say I low?
What?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I got it. Stuttered. Jordan, who writes this small?
Me.
He does.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
What the fuck did you say? Brett grabbed Jordan's arm and snapped it in half. You bitch! Screamed Brett. He then kicked Jordan in the chest and...
Absolutely. I remember that part.
What's this word?
Absolutely, I think, isn't it?
That's not absolutely.
Oh, and inverted his rib cage.
Oh my
And
goodness.
absolutely destroyed his organ. That's the dumbest thing I've ever read before in my life.
Well, on this trek, Zach, Joe, Jeremy, and Cass.
I think that's less.
Les?
Yeah, from Survivor Man.
Oh, Les, we're almost there. They just weeded to get over this.
It's needed.
You and your capitals.
I don't...
I'm
Needed
not reading it.
to get over this mountain. When they
I don't write that small.
got to the top, the town was on fire, even though handsome Squidward was dead. He had sent his army to town of Poopville. The town of
That's very creative.
They just stood there at the top of the mountain watching it burn. We have to fight them, said Zach. Yeah, we do, said Jerry from
Jeremy.
Drake.
Oh, It's Jerry from the episode of Drake and Josh from Drew and Jerry. And he goes, yeah, we do. Or something like that. So I put it in there.
Yeah, we do, said Jerry from Drake and Josh. He scared Les, so he killed him.
Okay.
That night, Zach, Les, Joe, and Jeremy snuck down into the town just before they got down to the city. Thorin.
Oh yeah.
That's okay. That's
yeah,
a character
from
the
The
Hobbit.
Hobbit. Yeah.
Thorin
Oakenshield.
popped out of the brush. Wart?
Probably with, I would guess.
Wait, said Thorin.
Oh, okay.
As the group of 13 dwarves came out of the brush. Were you here to fight? Me too, said Guy.
Wait, did you skip?
Did I? The quote
No?
starts, were you here to fight?
Or maybe it's Where. We're here to fight.
We're here. Yeah, you're right.
We're
I
here to
skipped.
fight.
We're here to fight. Who wrote that, Zach?
I think that was me.
Maybe an apostrophe. We're here to fight. Me too, said Guy Fieri.
Okay.
Something out of the brush. Me three, said Matthew McConaughey, also coming out of
That's
the
so
brush.
cool.
Zach shook his head sweetly, like the badass he is, and yelled, "Tonight we dine in hell." Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo.
No, it's the chant from 300.
Oh.
I remember I just watched
I'm gonna stick with the who. The rest yelled. They all ran down, and right before they hit the town, one of Squidward's orcs appeased. I got this.
It probably said
One-
appeared.
Appeared. Where's the E?
I don't know. Let me see it. Where is it?
Looks like an S to me.
I'm lost. Oh, okay. Yeah, appeared. What's missing?
The E before
What?
the D. It says appeared.
Oh, that's right. Still looked right to me now.
Appeared. I got this one, Matthew McConaughey said as he walked slowly up to the orc.
Orc.
Orc is spelled with a C.
Did I spell with a K?
Yes.
Oh,
In my head, I was thinking it was still spelled with a K.
me too.
He then opened his. There's no E in that either.
Opened? I don't know.
He then opened his mouth and bit off the orc's head.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Mother of God, said Guy with the mustache as he took off his sunglasses. Meanwhile, still halfway on the mountain, Jordan bleeding out every pore, saying, "I was kidding." Brett looks at Jordan and says, "Fucking damn right, bitch." Brett groans. Something Jordan grabs Jordan's hands, brother. Jordan and Brett
Oh yeah, I remember that. I was supposed to be like.
There's a picture there.
Yeah.
continued on their journey.
It's supposed to be like a super manly thing like that, where he goes, brother.
Oh, like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
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 Jordan and Brett then caught up to the others. They were in the heat of battle. Jordan looked at Brett and said, "Should we go down there?" Jordan said, "Brett, we have to fight, but we could join Handsome Squidward's army, not have to fight." Said Jordan like a little baby back bitch. I would rather die fighting than to live on my knees, said Brett like a badass. Zach then was stabbed in the... What? Stabbed in
What did it start with?
It's an L, I think?
In the liver, maybe?
Stabbed in the something way.
Zach was stabbed in the lamest way.
Oh.
Do you want to do the rest of it?
Zach starts to cry and plead for mercy and dies like a fat girl.
What does that even mean?
Zach goes to hell where he belongs and gets raped by a handsome Squidward. Oh no. But that was
Oh
just
my
Jordan's dream. What a turnaround. He was too much of a coward to join the fight. Coward! Yelled Brett as he cut off an orc's head. Zach, having killed the most orcs, took a little break. He snuck up behind Jordan and peed on him.
I don't remember that part at all.
Jordan wake up and bit Zach's dick off.
Oh my goodness.
And said, "Breaks are for pussies." But before Jordan could even get near Zach, he punched Jordan in the tooth and then roundhoused him in the ear. The reason Jordan thought his attack on Zach landed was because Jordan was so scared that for a coward like him, his only solution was the bottle.
That's such a cool way to say that.
He was blackout drunk. That's why he thought he landed it. Jordan was thrown into Mount Doom by Satan and died. Josh was forever Squidward's sex slave in hell. Zach and all of his army killed all 100 million of Squidward's orcs. Zach, being the leader of the group, was give 5,000 million monies, a Bugatti, his own castle, and a
plaque.
Yeah, plaque made of pure gold. It reads, "We thank you, Zach, for leading your group to victory. You are and will forever be named the biggest badass in history." And they all lived happily ever after.
I remember I added this. It says Finn, and then I drew a fin. But then it says, "But wait." Out of nowhere, David Blaine appeared and wiggled his fingers over Zach's plaque and made it disappear. Zach dropped to his knees. It began to rain. Zach looked up, saddened by David's trick. David then clapped his hands together and disappeared with a purple glittery smoke, never to be seen again. After that, Zach went into 3 months of depression before he died. Nobody knows for sure how he died. Some say he killed himself. Others say it was David. No one will ever know. That... I don't even know what to say about that.
I don't know either.
That was... I don't know.
I mean, it was really stupid.
Yeah, but it was really funny, too. What do you think? What did you think, Daniel?
I lost track of what was going on. I don't know these people, so that was a little bit confusing.
So what happened, it seemed, is me and Jordan and Josh were insulting each other at the beginning, and then that turned into us getting kidnapped by handsome Squidward. And then Brett Raymer from Tanked, Joe Tedeye from Dual Survival, Jeremy Wade from River Monsters was there, and they saved me, but Josh was left because he had been penetrated already. And then me and Jeremy Wade and Joe Tedeye go to Poopville. That was the name, I think. Went to go tell the king so they could prepare the army, but handsome Squidward already sent them, so we fought them. It's basically like kind of like the Lord of the Rings in 300, mixed with a bunch of things that didn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's the impression I got.
But that was pretty funny. Let's see. I think I wrote how long it took us on there. Took us 1 day.
Wow.
I mean, that's 8 pages, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
I mean,
With small handwriting, too.
yeah, me and you kind of write like little Japanese girls in school.
When I was in CSPA, I think it was.
Yeah.
I tried out a really small type of handwriting, and I don't remember the name of the teacher, but the one at the end of the hallway in the middle school
Mr.
section.
Swain?
No,
it
the
was
last black hair, I believe.
Oh,
Big glass.
Mrs. Hughes Highfield.
Highfield.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
She was my teacher, home or whatever. What do they call it?
Advisory.
Advisory.
She had trouble reading it. It wouldn't go. And I shortly after stopped doing that because it started hurt a lot, and then I started picking up cursive again.
So the actual reason that I write small is I didn't like getting up and getting more pieces of paper.
Why don't you just bring multiple pieces
I don't
at
know.
once? Or get a notebook?
I don't
even?
know. That's why I started that. I remember. Do you remember when there was that lock-in that we didn't know if it was real or not?
The lock-in?
Yeah, like a lockdown, I mean. Like someone breaks into the
Oh.
school. We didn't know if it was real or not. And we were in Mr. Smith's class and we sat in the corner. And then someone made a noise or something that sounded like a fart.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking about how funny it would be if there was actually a guy there and he's walking by the windows and he hears it. And then I started laughing and then you started laughing. And it went
I
on for
started
like
crying.
and it went on for like 20 minutes, I think, and we couldn't make any noises. And it was so hard. It was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do
Right?
for
I
my
know.
life.
Yeah, I agree. But we're in the corner of the classroom, so you couldn't really see us laughing, and I think we did a pretty good job keeping it quiet.
I know I made a few noises. But yeah, it was really funny. I remember I couldn't breathe. Because I couldn't breathe because I was trying not to laugh so hard.
It's still funny.
Remember when Mr. Byer walked up to the back window in the lunchroom and said, I wonder if there are any fish in there?
Oh my goodness.
That was probably the funniest thing that ever happened.
The ocean?
No, there was a little pond by the school, and nobody was around him. And he said it to himself out loud. He
Oh
just
my
goes,
goodness.
I wonder if there are any fish in that pond. And with his arms behind his back, if I remember right.
That's awesome.
It was like a detention bond where there were clearly no fish.
Yeah. Remember also when he'd come up and on an empty stool just put his leg
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
He just...
And talk to you.
Yeah.
It was mostly the ladies. Like the
right
younger
next
ladies.
to you. Yeah, I bet that's how he got
I
fired.
bet so too.
I bet he
Oh my goodness.
diddled.
Man.
So me and Daniel work at Kensington,
Mhm.
like in the toll booth, and the old people, they can be like the rudest people, but they can also say some really funny things. At one of the booth, there's a osprey nest, like the bird,
Okay.
and this old British lady comes up and she's like, "Have you seen the osprey?" Something like that, and I told her something like, I don't work this booth too much because there's 3 booths, main ones that you go between. I told her that, or something like, I don't pay attention. I told her I don't pay attention or something. She looked at me and goes, "Naughty boy," and then drives off.
What a nightmare.
I know.
I would leave.
It was so funny.
Have you seen The Witcher?
Oh, I love that show.
I haven't watched it, but I really
Ooh.
want to.
Hey, did you play the game at all?
No, but I want to play the game.
I have the game. Do you have an Xbox One?
No.
I was gonna say I could let you borrow it.
Mm.
Yeah, the
I
show's
just
cool.
assumed it was on Steam.
It might be.
I hope so, because if it is, I'm getting it. It looks awesome.
The game or the show is really cool.
I like the guy who
Yeah, Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
I think I think he might be like the coolest person.
Yeah, I
He's
agree.
so cool.
He is really cool.
Especially with his mustache.
Yeah.
That is the coolest mustache I've ever seen before in my life.
Did you hear about his man cave?
His man cave? No.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I got the impression that it was kind of like just one room, and he has a desk set up on against a wall somewhere and plays The Witcher on the computer.
That sounds cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He played World of Warcraft too.
Really?
I saw an interview, and he was like, "Yeah, I almost lost the Superman thing." Because he was playing World of Warcraft and he didn't pick up the phone.
Oh, he almost lost like the job.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know how
cool.
to say it.
That's cool. Remember when we went to go see Venom? Was that last year or 2 years ago?
That was 2 years ago.
And it was like super snowy out, and we almost died. Didn't we almost die 3 times?
Uh-huh.
We slid out into traffic because the roads were so icy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that happened twice, didn't it?
I think yeah, twice.
And then we were trying to get into the movie theater, and we almost slid into the trees. Remember?
Yeah.
And then the deer was the best.
I was just driving, not paying attention, and Zach and I were talking, and Zach just points to the right, and he goes, deer. And I'm just not paying attention. And the deer was like 2 feet away from the car, running with the car. It scared the piss out of me.
Yeah, and it cut in front of us, and you hit your brakes, and we started sliding like the same speed we were going.
Mm-hmm.
Right before we hit it, it jumped out of the way.
Oh my goodness.
It was
Pretty cool.
I think we were laughing the whole way.
Yeah, we were.
Because it was so stupid.
My car weighs like 4 pounds, and I don't have 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, you also don't. Your windshield wipers don't work.
Yeah, they did. Well, they do now, but
Okay.
they didn't at the time. I went like 3 years without windshield wipers.
Yeah, remember you just had it clamped together.
Yeah.
I hope my car can be that cool one
Mhm.
day. The only thing my car has is the hood won't close, like the latch. So
Oh.
when I open it and I close it, just have to keep slamming it until it goes.
So, did you like Venom?
Yeah, I did.
I wasn't a big fan. I thought it was kind of annoying, particularly the parasite thing.
Really?
Did it have a name? Did it just call it Venom?
No, its name was Venom.
I didn't like its voice.
I thought it was pretty cool.
I didn't like its attitude, and I didn't like how it was always hungry.
Well, that's part of the thing.
I know it's part of the thing. It's
I
like
did
a-
think his voice was kind of cheesy, but
His what?
his voice.
His voice, yeah.
It was just too monster-y. It's like, okay, I get it. You can't think of another way to make a monster sound. But I thought it was a decent movie.
Yeah,
Decent flick.
What were we comparing it to?
I don't remember.
Doctor Strange?
I don't think so. I think it was a newer movie.
Well, shoot. Anyway, whatever movie it was better.
Hmm.
Was it I think it was Joker.
It was my... Oh,
Did
yeah.
you see the Joker?
No, I watched it,
I liked Venom more than the Joker.
Yeah.
But I thought the Joker was a good film. Definitely thought it was grossly overrated though. Like
Really?
people were saying it was like the best movie ever made and
Oh, yeah.
things. But it was a good film.
I don't think it was the best movie. It was a bit slow.
Yeah.
And there were some parts, like with the handpiece on the...
Yeah, he has a revolver and the 6 shots. He
Mhm.
shoots like 8 or 9 times.
Really?
I
Yeah.
think that one would have been 5.
Oh yeah, because there was a snub nose.
He shoots it 8 times.
Does he shoot it 8 times? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
I
Yeah.
rewatched that a few times, and recently too.
And it's not even something they had to do. You
Right.
could have just shot him the last time instead of shooting 2 more bullets into him.
It adds effect, and that's about it. I think
Yeah.
it would have been better if he just ran out.
Yeah. Like,
Okay,
and he
then.
started clicking it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
I
would
could
be
have just
cool.
done that earlier. All right, so any more stories?
I'm sure I had one, but I forgot.
That's nice.
I don't watch that many movies. I haven't watched movies. Well, I don't.
What was the last thing you saw?
The last thing I saw was Aladdin, the live.
The live action one?
Yeah.
That didn't look good. I
wasn't.
didn't see, I've never seen Aladdin, any of them.
Really?
Yeah, so I wasn't interested. I just did watch The Lion King though, the new one. It was so good. I
Really?
liked it a lot, yeah. Seth Rogen is Pumbaa, the
The
warthog.
Yeah, okay.
And he was so good. He did his laugh too.
Really?
He laughed like 4 or 5 times. Yeah, yeah. And then I don't know if you know who Billy Eichner is.
Nope.
He's a comedian. He played Timon,
Okay.
and he was so funny as him too. They were both great. I hope they make a Lion King 1.5 with them, You know, have you seen that one? The
No.
cartoon? The 1.5 is the first Lion King story, but through their perspective. So it shows how they met, and it shows
Oh, okay, just them two.
what they're doing. Yeah, it was.
So they meshed well.
Yeah, it was so funny. Donald Glover, I think. That's that comedian, right?
I don't.
Oh, I think he played Simba, and he was fine. His voice didn't fit.
Yeah.
I obviously I don't care that he's black, but
Uh-oh.
no, the beginning Simba was clearly white, and he just turned into a black guy, and that made me laugh. I have no problems with it; just with making me laugh.
What about that Cats movie?
Oh my god,
I'd rather die than watch that movie.
I'd rather
I wouldn't mind seeing it.
No, it looks so stupid. Like some things look bad that they could be funny. That just looks bad and stupid.
Yeah,
and you
just
want to
piss you
kill
off.
yourself
Yeah.
the whole time you're watching it.
I think it'd be funny.
Did you watch Crystalia talk about that?
Yeah, a little
That
bit.
was so funny.
I like this movie.
Yeah, he's hilarious. I have one of his hoodies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it says "It's a free cunch" with an American flag.
Free
on it. Yeah. I love when he says that.
How does he spell that?
S and I think an apostrophe.
Yeah, it's a
free.
yeah,
Regularly,
and then cunch.
yeah.
Which is C,
C-U-N-C-H.
yeah, with an apostrophe before the C, and I think I think that's it. It's a free cunch, and then there's American flag on it, which is cool.
Did you see The Gentleman?
Mm-mm.
You saw
I've
it.
never even heard of it.
Yeah, I didn't hear too much about it either. It's a new film that just came out with Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
Matthew McConaughey is like a marijuana drug lord guy,
Okay.
basically, and he's trying to get out of the business, and it just shows his story of what happened, pretty much.
The other guy's trying to make a splash.
Yeah, the other guy's trying to make a splash. It's set in in London. A lot of C words thrown around.
That's true.
Might have been the inspiration behind me calling a guy that on Grand Theft Auto the other day. Because he shot at me for no reason. Oh, it was funny.
Forgot where I was going with that. That was a good film, though.
Mm-hmm. I saw a the trailer for that movie with the guy who actually flies the fighter pilot, whose name I can't remember right now. He's incredibly famous.
Are you talking about Tom Cruise and
Yeah,
Top
yeah.
Gun?
Mhm.
Yeah. I didn't see the first one, but it looked kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. Where they actually taught him how to fly a plane.
Did they really?
That's what I
didn't
hear.
hear that part.
I heard that he got military training to actually fly.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be a fighter pilot, but I'm like way too tall.
Really?
Yeah, you can only be like it's something stupid like 5'8" or something.
Really?
Yeah,
And don't you need 20/20 vision as well?
probably. I have terrible. I'm supposed to wear glasses, but I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's very close to 20/20.
Yeah. It might be correctable 20/20, so you can do it with glasses.
Oh, yeah.
But even with glasses, I don't have it. But it doesn't matter because I can't join the military anyway.
Why?
Did I tell you about that?
Mm-mm.
I went to sign up to join the army in January, and I got through everything pretty much. And they were like, "Are you allergic to anything?" And remember, I don't know if you knew that I'm allergic to bees because I almost died
Oh, yeah,
when
I
I got
remember
stung
that.
when I was a kid. And so I was like, "I'm allergic to bees," and they basically went, "Ooh." And then I went and got tested to see how allergic, and they said, "Yeah, you're too allergic. You can't join."
Really?
I
To
can't get.
bees?
Yeah, I can't get drafted either.
That's stupid.
They
I know.
say you can't get drafted. I don't
Yeah,
believe it.
that's what the recruiter told me. But if they were drafting people, I think they'd take me. Ow!
I
I just
reckon.
got a splinter from my chair.
I remember what I was going for there with the gentleman. There's this rap in it. You remember
rap?
that? Rap. like
Oh, a
the
rap?
songs.
Oh, yeah, that
from
was actually
the
cool.
infants. I think
That
they were
was
the toddlers.
That was actually a cool song.
What were they called?
I don't remember.
That was not a cool song.
I thought it was awesome.
Both me and Raptor thought it was so stupid.
I no joke, was like, I'm gonna find this when I get home.
Did you?
No, I forgot until right now.
We should play it.
Yeah, see if it's a real song, 'cause it was cool.
It's probably somewhere.
I'm sure you can find it.
What was it about? And why
Them
did
stealing Matthew McConaughey's marijuana
Oh,
because they wanted to show him that he wasn't all that in a bag
Yeah.
of crisps.
in a bag of crisps.
When I first heard somebody say "in a bag of chips,"
Crisps.
it was really stupid. It
Yeah.
was my
It
ex-teacher.
it's not a cool saying at all.
He was talking about his daughter and an iPhone, thinking that it was all that in a bag of chips.
Oh.
I thought it was funny. I think that's what he was talking about anyway. It's been a while.
I was just thinking about.
Sorry.
It's been a while. Me and Austin might actually go see a concert, and they're gonna be in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm expecting to laugh the whole time. But I was just thinking about this the other day when I was gonna text you to see if you want to come do this. Do you did I meet you in kindergarten?
Yeah.
That was
You were pals with Brent Stryker.
yeah, I remember that. I was throwing out last names.
Am I not supposed to do
No,
that?
I don't care.
Brent
We're just-
Piker.
Yeah. I remember also he used to swear and I'd tell on him. Yeah. Well, what a rat.
That's hilarious.
No.
He's
Sweet
getting married
Jesus.
now.
That was loud.
Wait, what?
He's getting married.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah,
Brent?
He got engaged.
To whom?
Some girl.
Really?
Wait,
Yeah.
are you serious?
I can.
Yeah, show me that. He's younger than I am, I think.
Really?
I think so.
A lot of people from school are getting married,
That's
having
gross.
babies.
I saw that.
That's
What's her name?
gross.
There was that one girl we went to school with.
She blonde.
Cheyenne? Did we go to something?
Shannon.
Shannon. She has a kid.
Mhm.
I was like, oh my god. That's so weird.
There's her. There's another girl. Her name is Lydia. She had twins.
What
There's
the?
another girl.
She was in like the middle school and we were in high school. wasn't
Yeah.
she? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
There's another girl whose name I can't remember. She had a kid. She's got another kid on the way, and then her
Jesus.
sister also has a kid on the way.
Jesus, take the wheel. That's disgusting.
I know. It's like, do you know nothing?
I have like $2.
Yeah.
How can somebody my age have kids already? Is she a babe at least?
Yes.
Oh.
But the blonde.
Wait, what? Are you talking?
We need to discuss what babe means.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's. Yeah.
I don't know what he means. I
don't.
kind of.
I don't know
you
what
mean.
Jordan means either. But like, there's kind of, if somebody says it's a babe, it's obviously not going to be someone ugly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That. Oh my God, Brent, what did
Have
you
when
do
was
to
the
your
last time
hair?
you've seen him?
100 years ago.
You can look up and down too. There's a bunch of pictures.
What is his hair? I'm trying to.
He's
Finger.
big into fashion now.
I knew that. I'm trying to finger who he looks like.
Yeah.
She's not too shabby. What?
Let me have a gander. At
What
this.
is this? Did he just escape from prison in 1920?
Yeah. Yeah. He's
What
a great
on
guy.
earth?
I'm
That
sure he's cool,
Quick
but
glance, that looks like.
he looks like Gus. I
Yeah, that's
accidentally
what I was
liked
saying.
it.
Who's
He
Gus?
looks like Gus.
I
Gus
accidentally
Johnson.
liked that
Oh.
picture.
Really?
Yeah. Like no, with yours.
Oh.
I went to double press on it to zoom in, and I liked it.
Oh.
I don't know how Instagram works.
I don't care. I don't give a damn.
He's probably gonna message you, ask you what's up.
So was it a bee? Did you find
Yeah.
a picture?
Yeah.
You didn't show me.
Oh shoot. Well, I was too busy. I was captivated by Brent.
And not the babe.
Yeah.
You can go through.
Don't.
Is there a way to zoom in?
No.
Yeah, you can.
Don't double press it. Unless you want to look all like all.
These are so
like a star.
staged.
Yeah, Brent's a fashion man. That hair, that's a little strange.
Yeah, let me show you something
He's more
else.
fashionable than she is.
Well, he's actually awesome.
That's cool.
He's a great guy. I love him.
When did you see him last?
The last time I saw him, his sister's husband is a friend of my family's.
Oh yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know who she married somehow.
Ryan.
Yeah, and I know you're
And
friends with that.
They had a baby, and I came
my
over and said
God.
hi.
How come everyone is like married and has kids and we're like 10?
And when I saw Brent, I gave him a hug, and it was kind of like a weird hello, but I wanted to be funny about
Yeah.
it, so I gave him a hug
Uh-oh.
and I kissed his cheek.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, Brent. Mwah. I was like, man, I haven't seen this guy in years. The first thing I do is kiss him.
I remember Austin, my brother, saw Brent. This had to be like almost 10 years ago,
Uh-huh.
and he said that Brent was talking on the phone. It was winter, and he was wearing leather gloves and like a teacher coat. You know that the
Yeah,
coat that teachers always wore
With the
for
two
some
buttons?
reason. Yeah, and he was wearing one of those, and he said that he saw Brent, and Brent said he had to go. Then he said he took his glove off and shook his hand.
This is 10 years ago?
It's something like that. It was a
Long time ago.
Yeah, Austin worked at Target at that point. I
Really?
think he was still in high school.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe just out of it. It was so funny that hearing that story.
All right. So
Yes.
back onto the topic of bees.
Mm-hmm.
What do you consider the ideal bee?
Well, you can't
Oh,
just.
babe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you,
okay. I thought
you
you were talking
can't
about his
just
allergy.
create one out of thin air.
You can't. You get right, but who fits it best? See, I've got two people in mind. One of them, and I think we kind of agree on this, is the last
from-
Mary Elizabeth Winstead in
Yeah, from-
Gemini Man.
Gemini Man. Did
Gemini.
you see that?
Mm-mm.
That was a good film.
May I see a photo?
Oh yeah, yeah. This is what she looked like during filming.
She's not bad looking.
But I think a lot of that had to do with
Her
like, her name.
character.
Yeah, her
Yeah.
character in the way she acted in that. Her name was
Yeah.
Danny. I think it was right.
I think
And then the next last would be Anna Kendrick, but I've
Anna
heard she's
Kendrick.
not such a. Yeah, I'll show you a picture of that person.
I'm not good at celebrity names.
No, I don't know
Uh,
anyone. I just know like Seth Rogen and Tobey Maguire.
That's why Family Guy is so hard to watch.
Yeah, because so many of that was an exciting match. Yes,
You're right.
some of them, I don't understand.
Uh huh. And then you can't like look up the joke.
No,
So you just gotta go. Oh, okay, it's one of those jokes that.
yeah, that's Chris D'Elia has those at some points too.
Yep.
When you're like, when he's like, "What is this?" and it says some name of some movie, and you're like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, I don't get that.
So you're saying bees can't just be made out of thin air?
Right.
Well, you can't like crap. You can do it in your noggin, but I don't know how to say it.
What do you mean? I can't do it. on My
You can't
noggin.
create one with
I
your
can,
noggin.
I can pick like a few physical features.
Yeah.
like, but it's not really important even. Like I prefer shorter hair usually over longer hair, and maybe brown over blonde or black. But other than that, I cannot see a face. I can find like celebrities and stuff and movies and characters that kind of fit it. And then the smiles are a big thing for me. Like
Mhm.
Anna Kendrick, she has a lovely smile.
When you said you can't picture a face, I imagine them looking like what was it called? Last missed call or something like that. One missed call.
One missed call, I believe.
And it had that person with the nose that looked like Voldemort. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I remember seeing that at Blockbuster, and it used to scare me so bad. Can you
Blockbuster
find a
was still
picture
around
of it?
then?
What?
Blockbuster was still around?
Yeah. Can you find a picture of it to show?
Yeah.
I'd walk by and I'd be like, every time.
I remember around that time I switched my my ringtone to that.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's what I picked. Oh my goodness, I didn't notice those are screaming mouths and noses.
Whoa.
You didn't notice
I
that?
thought
That's
those
really
were like
interesting.
nostril things.
Yeah, I saw the same thing.
Yeah,
Well, I
it's
think
been a
that's what you're
while
supposed to see at first.
since I've
See,
seen
that's
it.
art.
Yeah, isn't that scary?
Mhm.
Isn't that the scariest thing you've
Yeah.
ever seen before in your life?
You ever look at Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Oh yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards used to scare the piss out of me.
Really?
Yeah.
I never got that one. Dark Magician though was a little off.
Really?
Yeah, you're like, what do you?
I'll,
What do you got that cone hat on for?
I bought a hoodie off of some sketchy website, and it was just a big picture of Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Nice.
Which is so sick.
That is really cool.
And I bought it, and it was like, okay, it'll show up in 2 weeks. And the 2 weeks, I was so excited, and I couldn't wait. And then it finally shows up. Or, a week later, I go to deposit my check from
Yeah.
work, and the total balance was incredibly low. And I was like, something's not adding up. And the lady was like, "Oh yeah, some guy stole $600 from your account." And this is like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, "Oh yeah." Some guy bought a $300 plane ticket to Miami or New York or something, and then $300 on something else, which is crazy. That's so much money. It's like, no, you don't have that anymore. See you later. But they got it. They all got it all back for somehow.
I love how that guy just got a plane ticket. Probably going to see somebody. I don't know.
Or the foosball game.
Yeah.
Which was in Miami. I'm
Oh, was
assuming
it
Miami.
recently?
It was a couple weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
So that's what
They
I'm
have
thinking.
professional foosball.
Football. That's where the
Not
Super
yet.
Bowl was this year.
We should start that.
Foosball?
Foosball is actually a lot
They
of fun.
must have it.
Wait,
Yeah, I'm certain.
is that the?
Yep.
Yeah, that game's fun. Remember we played it at Jackson's graduation party
Yeah,
while
yeah.
everyone else was playing Fortnite?
And I was wrecking.
Why would they play Fortnite when there's a foosball table?
Exactly.
Because what year was this? Was 2 years ago when Fortnite was at its peak.
Mhm.
That's why.
Fortnite at a peak. Fortnite. I don't like that game.
I wasn't a fan. I liked it at first, but then people started building the Empire State Building
Yeah,
in 2
yeah.
seconds, and it was stupid.
Mhm.
Oh my god, what is wrong with you?
Wow.
I've got another one of the characters. I forgot that in One Missed Call there were some characters with the face in the actual show.
I've actually never seen a spook film.
I think it only has like 44%
Yeah, me
on
neither.
Rotten
Really?
Tomatoes.
Mhm.
Good.
Have you seen Toy Story, the new Toy Story?
No, I'm afraid. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god. So, ew. So it's coming to Disney Plus in like a week.
Yeah.
I'm afraid. I think I'm gonna throw up.
Really?
Is it sad?
Is it sad? No.
No?
Well, I mean, it's got its sad
'Cause I know-
parts because that's all
Yeah.
a Toy Story.
Toy Story makes me want to die every time I watch it, except the part where Jessie sings in Toy Story 2, because I remember you saying it used to make you cry.
That made me so sad.
That makes me laugh when I watch it. I just think of that picture I have of you where you're like, and I picture
That was the exact same time, too.
I picture that thing crying, and it makes me
That
laugh.
thing.
Yeah, that was actually kind of rude.
I don't blame you.
I picture that's actually your picture on my phone.
Is it? I still got Rick Harrison as your picture.
Oh, that I love.
His laugh. His nice.
Yeah.
There's this
Remember-
part that would make you shit your pants
Wait, what in Toy Story?
in the new one.
Uh
I can't really do it justice if I explain it. You have to see it. But
Which part was this?
this was where they go into that antique shop and they have the puppets.
Oh, yeah.
my
yeah,
God.
I know what he's talking about.
And there's a stroller, and it's
Oh,
so scary. I was watching it with a lady, and I was like, "Do I have to be the man? I can't be scared of Toy Story 5 or whatever it is."
4.
4. But it
Yeah.
was like,
I can barely handle the toys part in the Polar Express. Remember when they're
Oh,
walking
with
back
the
and the
thing?
puppet in it, and it's like, You're not. You're a downer.
Yeah, I've been
You
thinking
don't
about that a lot
believe.
recently. I hate that movie.
What?
Well, I don't
What did
hate
you-
it. I hate the way that it looks.
Oh, I can kind of get that, but I love that film. It's the best Christmas film.
I don't know.
Have you seen it?
I'm not about Christmas films. I have,
Hmm.
but it's been a long time.
You're not really missing out that much.
I figured. I think the last time I saw it was probably in school.
Really?
I think so. I feel
Yeah.
like we watched it there.
Yeah, I remember watching it in 4th grade or something.
Mm.
We had hot chocolate.
Well, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
That sounds really good.